What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
How's it going? I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie. This is Tabletop Takeout, where I give you bullet points, not full review, just bullet points as to why myself, my wife, Two Gun Pixie partner Tom Vulo, or one of the 20-sided warriors have enjoyed a game once it's at that table. And today, since it is proper, the season is here, and times are dark, let's talk about City of Horror. So, can you survive, basically, the zombie apocalypse? That's what this is about. Exactly what this game is about. And this is not just a regular, run around, shoot the zombies in the skull, and get the hell out of town. Although you do a little bit of that. It is a zombie game. But no, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more. It's about humanity. It's about being human, staying human. And I don't mean just avoid getting bitten and turned. No, I mean human. On the inside. How you think, where your heart is. But you gotta survive too. So that means that you're gonna be trying to set up alliances where you can, help each other out when possible, but hell, you don't have to stick to it. There's gonna be times that you're gonna be breaking those alliances, those treaties to get things done, those promises made. Why? Zombies. Now, not only are there zombies in this game, but there's another factor in this game that I enjoy, and that's characters that are different from each other. Asymmetrical characters with their abilities and skills. Not everyone can just sit around the board game playing a game where they each do the exact same thing. Things are different. They have abilities. They have skills that others do not have. And that, a lot of times, is going to be key to surviving this City of Horror. Now, I find that the board, the components, I think they all do a really good job. And the board pieces together interesting, too. I think it all does a really good job of trying to keep the whole theme, the feeling, the sensation, suspension of disbelief, if you will, of being stuck in a zombie reality. It all does a really good job pulling it all together. Thematically, the components and the pieces work really well. I think they went out of their way to make sure that this game was going to look good, and they succeeded. Now, in order to survive any of the scenes in this game, things are going to get tough. Your sense of survival is going to be challenged, from resources to, as I was saying earlier, who do you trust and for how long? These factors give the game a strategy level that you don't see in a lot of other board games. It also gives a lot of player interaction. You're not simply just going to be maneuvering from site to site doing A, B, and C. You will to a degree, but you're also going to be interacting directly with the other players at the table. And whenever you have a game with high player interaction, it does a really good job of cutting down on the between time, between your turns. Well, it doesn't really cut down the time, but since it's constantly giving all the players something to do in the form of conversing and talking to each other in the game about the game, it cuts down the amount of time when you're sitting there doing nothing. And we all hate that in the board game. Now, it is going to be more than simply just surviving a scene or escaping a location. It's going to rely heavily on resource management of this game, because things are scarce. Hell, did you not hear me at the beginning? This is an apocalypse. It's not like you're going to be walking down your local Quickie Mart and, be able to stock up on survivables. No, not at all. You're not only surviving, you're not only at times escaping, you're also, in a sense, trying to build a community, at least a community in resources and resource sharing, because that's the key to survival. This game does fit into the category of, what some people think is the overflooding of zombie games in the board gaming community. Well, it is a free IP to use. But more than that, this time of year, how does it not shine? How? This is the time of year you want to look for horror games, particularly zombie ones. So, yeah, don't just poo-poo a board game, because it's yet another zombie game. Some of them can be quite fun. Have you played City of Horrors? What are your thoughts on it? Put it down in the comments. But we've been loving City of Horrors.